Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, children. Welcome to this module of cell division by mitosis. Before that, revision of cell cycle with the help of riddles. Let us enjoy it. The revision is in the form of riddles. Who am I? It's a rapid fire round. I hope you are ready with your paper and pen. I am the longest phase in a cell cycle, G1 phase. I have DNA replication taking place in my phase, S phase. I am the shortest phase in a cell cycle, G2 phase. I have two phases, karyokinesis and cytokinesis in me. It is M phase. I am caused due to uncontrolled cell division, cancer. I am a cell in your body who do not undergo cell division, neuron or heart muscle cells. I am a cell who undergo rapid cell divisions due to constant wear and tear. Skin cells. I am a type of cell with chromosomes in pairs, diploid cell. I am a type of chromosome controlling body characters in an organism. Autosomes. I am a type of cell having single sets of chromosomes. Haploid cell. I am a type of chromosome controlling sexual characters in an organism. Allosomes. I am an example of a cell in human body with single set of chromosomes, sperm or egg. Hope you enjoyed answering these questions. Now let us move on to the module that is cell division by mitosis, which helps in growth and development as well as repair in a body. So there are two types of cell divisions taking place in living organisms. One is mitosis and the other one is meiosis. Mitosis basically helps in growth and repair in any organism, whereas meiosis helps in reproduction. Meiosis won't be learned by you. Mitosis is the type of cell division which you are going to learn. We have already learned that in the cell cycle, G1, S and G2 are the interphase or non-dividing phase. We are going to learn the M phase of a cell cycle, which is called the dividing phase in a normal cell. Now, this M phase of mitosis takes place in two major stages. The first stage, which is the division of nucleus, called karyokinesis, and the second stage, which is called division of cytoplasm or cytokinesis. Let us see which are the stages in mitosis. The karyokinesis of mitosis have four different stages, starting with prophase, followed by metaphase, followed by anaphase, and then followed by telophase. Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Learn it in this order, easier to remember. What happens in these stages? In the S phase, the chromatin material has doubled or duplicated. This replicated DNA or replicated chromatin material starts condensing and coiling from prophase. It becomes the chromatids because the duplicated ones are still connected to each other. So they form the chromatids, that is rod-like structures with four arms, and these chromatids first gets arranged in the equatorial region of the cell, and then they get separated. The two different identical chromosomes in a chromatid separates from each other. They move to opposite poles, then unwind there, become two different nuclei. So we start from duplicated chromatin threads and we end up in two different nuclei inside one cell. All these stages together is called as karyokinesis. Before we get into the detailed study of each phase of karyokinesis, here is a photograph of a microscopic slide showing different cells with different phases of karyokinesis. The cell which is circled in black is in interphase or non-dividing phase, where the nuclear membrane and nucleolus are very clearly seen. The cell circled in red is in prophase, where the chromatin network has started condensing and coiling. The one inside the yellow square, the chromatids are arranged in the equatorial region of the cell. And the one which is shown inside the green figure, you can see the chromosomes arranged towards two poles. And the one which is shown inside the blue figure, you can see that two different nuclei are getting formed inside the cell. So, this particular picture has got all stages of karyokinesis of mitosis. So, let us get into the details of whatever happens in prophase. You can compare the interphase nucleus and the prophase nucleus in this diagram. The interphase nucleus has got a very clear nuclear membrane, clear nucleolus, and a very dispersed sort of chromatin network, whereas the prophase shows disappearing nuclear membrane, disappearing nucleolus, but the chromatin network has become thick, condensed, and coiled. So the three major changes in prophase are disappearance of nuclear membrane and nucleolus, and thickening and condensing of the chromatin network. Apart from this, you can see that in both plant cell as well as animal cell, there are spindle fibers originating from both the poles. But in animal cell, in addition to the spindle fibers, there are certain asters also formed from the poles. These asters originate from the centrioles in the animal cell, which migrate to the poles. Coming to metaphase, in this phase, the chromatids with four arms each arrange themselves in the equatorial plane. Here is a photograph of a slide with all the chromatids arranged in the equatorial plane of the cell. Now, the spindle fibers which are originating from the poles extend towards the equatorial region and gets attached to the chromatids. Asters are found in the animal cell but not found in the plant cells. They have only the spindle fibers. Continuing with metaphase, the centromere of the chromatids split longitudinally. You can see it in the picture how it splits longitudinally lengthwise, and the two sister chromatids separate from each other and move towards the opposite poles. How do they move? They move by the contraction of the spindle fibers. The sister chromatids separate because of the contraction and they become two separate identical chromosomes. These two identical chromosomes from one pair of citrochromatids move towards the opposite pole. Now the cell is in anaphase. In anaphase, the chromosomes move gradually from either side of the equator towards the pole. And how is this movement of the two sets of chromosomes towards the pole possible? It is possible due to the contraction of the spindle fibers. So in the early anaphase, you will see the chromosomes as two sets on either side of the equator, and in late anaphase, it is seen as two bunches towards the poles. So now in telophase, the two sets of chromosomes which have reached the poles, they unwind, they uncoil to form the chromatin network. Now nuclear membrane appears around the network and nucleolus also reappear inside the nucleus. So each DNA strand which replicated during the S phase in the interphase, in the non-dividing phase, which were connected to each other till the metaphase in the form of chromatids, now are separated from each other and they enter two different nuclei in the two different daughter cells which are about to be formed. At the end of telophase, when two nuclei have formed from one single nucleus, karyokinesis ends. Now comes cytokinesis. It is slightly different from plant cell to animal cell. In plant cell, a cell plate starts forming in the equatorial region which will grow towards the periphery and join the wall and divide the cell into two daughter cells. In animal cell, the cell membrane from the periphery start invaginating, growing inwards, meet each other and separate the two daughter cells. The end of cytokinesis brings the end of cell division or M phase. So let us revise with a few questions. The questions are diagram based to differentiate and to identify. Identify the following. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 and 10 are stages of cell division. 6, 7 and 8 are some structures involved in it. So answer them. I hope you have already noted it. The answers are 1 is telophase, 2 is anaphase, 3 is prophase, 4 is metaphase, 5 is interphase, 6 is a chromosome, 7 is a chromatid, 8 is spindle fibers, 9 is metaphase and 10 is anaphase. Distinguish between the following pairs. Before you answer it, study the diagram. 1 and 2 shows plant cells, 3 and 4 show animal cells. Okay, the first difference between figure 1 and 2. 1 is a plant cell in telophase, 2 is a plant cell showing cytokinesis. Difference between figure 1 and 3. 1 is a plant cell showing telophase, 3 is an animal cell showing prophase. There is only one nucleus there. Figure 1 and 4. 1 is a plant cell in telophase and 4 is an animal cell showing cytokinesis. Figure 2 and 4. 2 is a plant cell in cytokinesis and 4 is an animal cell showing cytokinesis. So that's all in this particular module. Science is what makes you think, children. There's a lot to understand, there's a lot to discover, there is a lot of excitement ahead. Think science, learn well, watch the video, and keep in touch. Thank you and bye.